Guys, well, I figured I'd give an update since we're mostly moved in now. Um, Living up on First Ave, which is between Park and High, so it's like 2 blocks from the hospital, which unfortunately I'll have to visit more often than not. Uh, Everything's pretty much taken care of. We're all doing really good, trying to get everything cleaned up and settled in still, but most of our crap is unpacked. We just have to clean it all up. Ninja's loving it. He's upstairs. He likes to hang out with one of the orange cats that my roommate has. Him and Tipper, as his name is. They chase each other all night long and make little noises at each other, and they just have a hell of a time. It's fun as hell. Ninja came downstairs last night while I was sitting here with that demon in there. Yeah, you. I see you, Dante. I know. Dog's a butthead. Well, Ninja came downstairs and was trying to sit with me, and Dante scared him off. And then Harry, who's the other dog, kind of got in on it. So he went back upstairs. God only knows if I'll see him down here. Um, Nothing really else new. Just trying to get settled in. Living in Williamsport, and despite what you might think, it's a hell of a lot quieter up here than Hughesville is. You know, there's not freaking ambulances and crap going on all damn day long. It's like silent on the street, except for the one or two cat fights at night, but that's about it. It's peaceful up here, and not having to worry about what time I do this or what time I do that. I get home from work, I kick back, I relax, I have dinner, and I clean at my own pace. Nothing has to be on anybody else's schedule other than letting the dogs out and the rent. I'm a free woman up here, damn it. Um, my roommate works till midnight. I work 11:30 to 8, so it's kind of split 50-50 right now when it comes to the yard work and the housework and all that stuff. But I mean, it works out just fine. It is what it is. By the way, don't mind this. I don't know what the hell's going on up here. I rode to work with the windows down this morning, and for some reason I've got alfalfa syndrome. Don't even worry about that. I was going to take a picture earlier for my profile, and for whatever reason, that's when I realized this was still a thing. So I got a rooster tail. Anyway, things are pretty smooth. I still sleep quite a bit. You got to remember, I was just diagnosed with PCOS, so life's kind of shitty for me, at least for right now. I mean, I don't know if you can see my face is totally broken out. I think the laptop's doing a good job of covering that up, but basically what PCOS is when your ovaries aren't in sync with your brain. Like, they produce way too much testosterone, so basically my body thinks that I'm a dude. Which could have been the problem all along, but I mean, I'm happy this way. I'm not, getting my nails done or any of that girly shit. So what that does is, it makes my entire body stress out constantly. I've got all this testosterone in my body. My face breaks out. I get night sweats. There's days where I don't know whether I'm going to bleed or not. That's been happening since I came off the depot. God only knows of how long I've had this, that the depot just covered it up. I always had normal periods at first, and then it turned into shit. And when I got off the depot, I couldn't get it back, and then all of a sudden I started bleeding. I couldn't get it to stop. But anyway, enough about that. I know you guys don't want to hear about that. But that's basically what it is PCOS. You grow like facial hair, like huge amounts of body hair, stupid stuff that just. So they got me on this right now, which is metformin. I don't know why it's showing it backwards. God damn it. But this, because PCOS is so commonly diagnosed with insulin resistance, that is supposed to help me deal with the problem. By what it does is it makes my body absorb glucose differently, and it helps my insulins get more accepted by my own body. So hopefully that's what's going to help me start losing weight. And what are you doing, Dante? Seriously? Every time he gets up, I'm afraid he's going to shit in the house somewhere. Anyway, so yeah, that's why I've been big all my life. It has nothing to do with what I eat or anything like that. I mean, I'm sure that can't help, but I've ate the same my entire life. You know, I have not changed a damn thing. But my body just decided, okay, well, we need all this extra weight. And then on top of it, just nothing works right. So it's a little bit of everything. I understand that sometimes it can be hereditary. I understand that sometimes it can be just from what you do in life, the choices you make. They really don't know what causes it, but they know how to treat it. The only thing is, I'm probably going to have it the rest of my life. So as long as I'm on some type of medication, which they put me on the metformin, and they are going to put me on, well, they did, but I haven't picked it up yet. They're putting me on birth control, which I kind of was trying to steer away from that because of all the crap I went through with the depot and all that. I was hoping more like they would do what they call is an ablation, where they completely break down my uterine lining and make it so that it doesn't hardly bleed at all. But problem being, Mother Nature is so determined to make sure that I am fertile that it will grow back, and it'll be there again at a later date. It rarely ever works. So you know, obviously they won't do hysterectomy for obvious reasons, but they're just so hell-bent on me changing my mind later on having kids. Like, look, I'm 30 right now. I'm not even married. I don't want kids. I've got dogs and I've got cats. Those are my kids. So, I don't know. They just think that I'm going to change my mind just because everybody else did. And it's not that way. It's not that I absolutely despise children. I get along with them. It's just, I just don't want that responsibility. I've got enough going on in my life and up here to where I don't need to be responsible for another human being. Dante, what are you doing? Let me see if I can get him on camera. Hey, Dante. Dante, come here. Come here. Up here. Come here. Come here. Hey, Dante, up here. Up here. He didn't get the brains of the family. Come on. Come here a second. Come on. Up. Up. Really? Did y'all just hear that? He burped. He freaking burped. Instead of jumping up on my lap, he just goes, bleh. Come here. Come here. I know you can do it. There we are. There we are. So check this out. This is my first adventure in Williamsport. We rescued him from a house that wasn't so great about taking care of him, and it shows. He was born in November, so he's about 5 months old. Look, if you're gonna bite, get down. He's about 5 months old, and he still doesn't know how to go to the bathroom outside. He goes pee outside, which we've trained him to do, but so far he still doesn't understand what it means to take a crap outside. He'll do it in the house with no problem, but outside, no. I think maybe in the whole 2.5 weeks we've had him, he's crapped outside maybe 4 or 5 times. Thank God for carpet shampoo. Yeah, he's screwing around behind me back there. He is, based on a blood test that came back from the vet tech, he is 98% pure German Shepherd. And from what I understand is they're supposed to be good watchdogs, but when I had him out to go to the bathroom last night, 2 cats flew off of the porch that lives over here, the neighbors, which is an empty apartment basically right now, and I hope it stays that way. they flew off the porch, and he was standing right there, and it scared the living shit out of him. He fell over in the yard, and then he comes running back to me like I'm supposed to help him overcome his PTSD or something. But yeah, 2 cats, and he got scared to death over it. Yeah, he's obviously still a puppy, but there's some things that we need to work on. But yeah. So I guess that's pretty much an update. I'm not sure how well it's needed, but I just figured I'd put it out there. I'm doing fine. Nobody's got to worry about me. Everything's paid. If you saw my post about gas earlier, that was because my bank took something out twice without me knowing. And they're going to take 7 to 10 business days to get back to me, so I have about $20 that I have here that I'm going to put into my tank tomorrow and drive to work that way. But, adulting is life. Alrighty, well, sayonara.